Hello there, beauties. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, and on this channel, I talk about all things beautiful. And as you guys can see, my brother's back.
Hello, how are y'all?
We are doing another video on how to smell good all day. Let me tell you guys, okay, real quick. These are family secrets. I don't even know what he's about to say. This is something he's been doing all of his life. When I tell you guys, I'm not saying this because we came out of the same person. I'm saying this because it's true. Nobody smells better than my brother. Nobody scent lingers in the room like his after he leaves. And I'm talking about not like for like a few minutes. I'm talking about for days. You will smell Michael for days, okay? So if you guys want to hear his secrets, because I want to hear them too, then keep on watching. Okay, guys, before we get into the video, if you like my content, give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Again, thank you guys to all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate you. Now, I know there are a lot of videos out there about how to smell good all day long. This was actually his idea. I wasn't going to do it because there are so many videos out there. We all have our ways of smelling good all day, but he wanted to do it. And he's not spending a ton of money to do it. He has some stuff on his table that looks a little interesting to me. So, Michael, just get into it. Tell the people.
All right.
Well, first, let me ask you, do you have a lot of cologne or perfume? Do you have a lot of stuff?
I do. I have a bunch of cologne that I've collected over the course of time, but over the course of time, I've sort of picked up some trade secrets by asking around and sort of figuring out what people do to get that kind of smell that's just like beyond anything I've ever smelled before. I'll give you guys just a little bit of a story. I'm a truck driver, and this was years back. I would have to say about maybe 12, 15 years ago, maybe even longer. Geez, maybe even longer than that.
It's been a long time.
But this African guy, I was in the truck. I came out, and he was just an average guy, kind of heavy set, had glasses. And I walked past him to go into the receiving office. And this guy smells so good. And I'm like, yo, man, listen, we just say, back then, hey, man, no homo, man. But what do you have on? Brother, what are you wearing? And the guy, man, he was like, brother, let me tell you this.
The accent is not necessary.
It is necessary to go to the story.
Okay, make sure you speak up so they can hear you.
So he said, brother, this is what I do. This is a secret. First thing you need to do, brother, when you get out of the shower, you put on a body mist, a body spray, right? So, before I get too much into the accent, when I take a shower, because I'm gonna go in and sort of accommodate, what he said. What I do is I put on a good body spray, body mist. This is BOD, okay? This is very cheap. You can buy this 3 for like $24. You can get this for $7. Very cheap.
Let me smell it.
Yeah, go ahead and smell that. So the theory is,
No, they got KLE on it.
or what's behind it is that, wait, before I get into that, let me explain myself first. When you wear perfume, you're trying to get to a goal. Your goal is to smell good, obviously, to feel confident, and let's be honest, to attract attention. That's what you're trying to do. The thing that people go wrong from what I was taught and what I've learned in my own life is that they don't do what I call the trifecta. First, you have to bathe. In order to smell the best, you must bathe. You must bathe. You must put on a body mist, not cologne, on your body, right? On your pores, something like BOD or whatever kind of body mist or body spray that
Wow,
you have.
as this dries down, it smells extremely musky.
Yeah, but this really carries. Now, obviously, this is, men's stuff, obviously. Once you do the mist, then what I like to do is, here it is right here. This is also inexpensive. This is a Duke's 546. What is that?
Oh, it's Baccarat. I thought I smelled Baccarat on you when I first came here.
Right.
It smells a lot like it. Wow, I picked that up.
Yes.
Okay.
I never ever step out this house without wearing body mist or some type of oil. I always wear oil because oil always lasts longer than any sprays ever could. But you don't want to wear just oil because it'll be overwhelming and overpowerful. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Next thing you can do is what I like to. Obviously, I mentioned the bath first, but this is what I bathe in. I bathe in that. Inexpensive.
Let me smell this.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
It's called Distiller's Blend, and I definitely smell liquor.
Yeah.
Sweet liquor. I like this.
Yeah.
It's kind of smoky.
Yeah. It. Now, obviously, when you wear or when you bathe, it's not going to obviously last throughout the day. But what you're doing is you're giving just a little bit of a combination. You're allowing, regular soap will do the trick too, but this is what I like to do if I really want to really put it into overdrive.
So for me, before you get into your next thing, I always to me, my bath, shower, it sets the experience. Like it gets me prepared for what I'm actually about to do.
Yeah.
So whatever I'm getting ready, I kind of know in my mind what I may want to wear. So I try to have my body wash kind of similar to that. So if I'm going to wear something gourmand, I'm going to have my gourmand body wash, whichever one is closer to what I'm going to wear. Because it's just, there are very few body washes I have that I smell on me after I leave the shower. It's just an experience.
Right, exactly. Okay. And that's interesting that you said that, and she didn't even know that I was even ready to do this. This goes with this. Like, they're the same company.
Cremo.
Yeah.
And Veronica Says had just talked about this in her video with her husband. I don't know if it was this one, Veronica. You can comment. Blue cedar and cypress. I can't remember which one it was, but I was interested in it.
This
smells like you.
Yeah. This has been.
I can't get this no, it smells like you.
This has been my strongest compliment, and this costs under $19.
I can't.
This teaches you that
This is Michael.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That this is my base. What I call this is my base. So this is what I surrounded. Like this is my Michael Jordan. Now I got a team, like a 5-man squad. Got this, right? I got my shooter. I got my defense with my oil, and I got my base. But that's not it, because that's only 4.
Here's the weird part, because I keep looking at this like, what is this supposed to be for?
Check it out. Now, you might thinking like, wait a minute. You spray that on your fabric, all this other stuff of that nature, cars, your car seats or whatever, or your furniture or whatever. But I use this to spray on my clothes.
What?
Now, here's the interesting part. When you spray, and I don't spray all my clothes, I spray my pants. This is what I spray my pants with. I spray the front and I spray the back. Okay. this gives people, and this is what I learned from the African guy, getting back to him, because he smelled so overwhelming of anything like I've never smelled before. Not overwhelming in a bad way, but overwhelming in a good way. It was like I could not pinpoint everything I was smelling. Picture this: you walk into a floral shop with flowers, or you walk into a cologne store, or you walk into a place where they have all these scents, and it's just like you wish you could wear them all, but they're all working off of each other because they're coming from different areas. So what he told me is, hey, don't be afraid to layer, but never put it on top of each other. Be unconventional. So I took his trade secrets, and they have been working out for me literally ever since then. Also, too, another mistake that people make when they wear cologne is they just don't wear enough of it. Imagine spending thousands and thousands of dollars a year on all these great and wonderful perfumes and nobody can smell you. You have to wear enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, too, another secret that I have that a lot of people don't seem to do is I always carry cologne with me. Little pack, something, just a little base, just to kind of like let's say you walk in a place, like let's say you go into the office or you getting off of work. Don't be afraid to spray yourself a little bit. Okay, you good, right?
A lot of people do actually do that.
Yeah.
They have these decants, little stuff like this.
Okay.
To take it with them. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I was talking to my wife and I was telling her that, and she said that she used to do that herself, and so that's something that I do. But you want to hit yourself with everything, and in order to, now do you have to do that every day? No, but when you're going out, you really want to set the stage. A good bath. Make sure you spray yourself right away, because the pores is open. With that light base. Make sure you wash your clothes. Everything has to be. What was that day I saw you that one day? I think you just came out the bath. Maybe you helped me. My battery was down.
Oh yeah.
She opened up the car, and I'm like, wow. She was so fresh. What were you wearing that day?
I'm trying to remember. I have no clue.
It was, but what it was, in spite of what she was wearing, it was just the mere fact that she just got out the bath. I think she did some other little things too to make her. She was going out, so I'm sure she wanted to smell extra great. I never really asked her everything that she did, but it was amazing. Wow. A lot of people say to themselves when they, when they put on perfume, okay, I'm gonna spray enough. This smells good. I'm good, but it wears off. You have outside smells that go along with it. So imagine the outside and the goings-ons of your day as an enemy of your perfume. You want to combat that, and you want to constantly, make sure that you're doing things to counteract what you're going through outside as you're going through the day. So fresh, clean clothes, a fresh bath, a backup, all these other, fragrances that are, and none of these things are overpowering. Everything I've shown you, none of it is overpowering. That's another thing. You don't want to make yourself sick, completely overwhelm people. That's just too much. So I would say that, make sure you do those things, and so you can get the greatest experience. And if you're not getting compliments all the time, you're doing something wrong. Don't be afraid to, okay, wait a minute. No one said nothing today. Let me do something else. Like I said, either you're not wearing enough or you're not wearing a good one. Either or. But when you hit them up with all this, there's no way that no one is going to notice you. Like I said, people you don't like, you will get out of tickets. You will
out of tickets.
Listen. I've had, this is a true story. Lady cop pulled me over, think I was lady, rolled down the window, and she was asking me for my license and registration and everything. She's like, what do you have on? I told her a little bit my secret. This was maybe about 10 years ago. And she said, you know what? I ain't even give you a ticket. You just blew my mind with all this stuff. So she let me go.
Wow.
That's a true story.
Okay.
Listen, if you want freedom, this is what
freedom.
This will, I'm telling you, there's nobody that I've met that smelled like me.
This is true.
So I'm telling you, take this and thank my sister, because I'm telling you, spread this around too, because a lot of people don't do this. I swear, everybody say they got cologne, they wear cologne, but I don't smell you. I do not smell you. I do not smell you. I need to smell you. I need to be overwhelmed. I need for you to, and also too, ladies. Another thing. This is last thing I'm gonna say.
Make sure you're talking about. Yeah.
Last thing I'm gonna say. When you smell wonderful, it puts your look game and your attractive game up 5 notches. I'm telling you, it really brings out the beauty in you. So you really want to make sure that you do this right. If you're going to spend money, and you don't even have to spend that much money, but if you're going to spend money, make that money work for you and help out your base fragrance. Don't let your Michael Jordan go out there alone, because you ain't going to win no chips. Right?
I like that.
You need team, so you need teammates, or else you're not gonna win. That's what you need to do.
I like that. You know what? And a lot of us here on YouTube, I watch a lot of fragrance videos like a lot of you guys do. And a lot of people do talk about layering combos and things like that. And, he's not spending a lot of money. I have my own little, nothing I do really it's not that different from most people. I'm clean. I always moisturize myself when I get out of the shower. In the wintertime, I use more oil. In the summertime, I can't use a lot of oil because it breaks me out. So then I use lotion, and I spray myself. Sometimes I use a body mist. Sometimes I don't. It just depends. But I do have like a routine. I don't just like do and walk out the door. But one of the things I love about how my brother smells is, even though you feel it, you can smell him obviously when he comes and when he goes, but it's not nothing that's nauseating. I have a headache. It's enough just to be like, oh my God, what is that? Like, what are you wearing? That's how he is. And it's like, it stays with you after that. Not like open the windows. It's not like that. But it is something that's just, it smells really good. And just like he said about a woman, like, ladies, we know, I don't know about y'all, but there is nothing more attractive than a good smelling man. My God, can I get one witness in the comments? There is nothing like a good smelling man. Woo!
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But what is this? I need to know why.
Well,
why is this
well,
here?
Listen, I had this out. Well, that's a part of the clothes. Like, and a combination of spraying the clothes, I make sure that I wash my clothes with some sort of beads or,
Now
to
this
really
is different because I'm the opposite. Like, I literally stopped putting beads in my clothes because I didn't want it to clash.
No. See,
with my clothes.
Things like this, there are what I call non-clashers. This smells, they can't clash. To me, in my opinion, they all go with it. Like, the brother from Africa was telling me. And I really became a disciple of what he said. He was so generous that he just broke everything down for me from the detergent. He didn't say no beads, but he was just talking about a good detergent. I'm telling you, this guy, he was on my mind. I'm like, dude, I'm driving. I'm like, my God, what did I just witness? Did God bring this dude down here just to? I'm like, what? I'm telling you, I couldn't listen. No, normally truck drivers or other guys, like I said, I know it's a new world, but then we don't talk to each other like that. He forced it out of me. I'm like, brother, I can't take it anymore. What are you wearing? And I thank God that he didn't tell me, oh, I'm wearing something, whatever,
that's another thing real quick. Ladies, let's not be stingy with our secrets. Have you ever asked somebody what were they wearing and they just did not want to tell you? That's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool. I'm more than happy to break it down.
You know, your clothes, believe it or not, carry more than your body does. You spray your clothes, it won't fade as fast. The body, you know, when you spray your body, it can get weird on you. So there's body stuff that, you know, so if you're gonna put anything on your body, you always make sure, like your oil, you put it behind your ears. Like I said, date if you really want somebody to smell overwhelming, but if you're gonna lick your ears or something like that, whatever, you know. But you know, I even put some oil on my eyebrows, right? Or
dang, your eyebrows.
Yeah, my eyebrows, because once again, you know, if you feel like you want that kind of vibe, you know, but nothing to where that person is gonna taste, you know, because nobody want to be tasting cologne. You want to smell it.
Makes sense.
We don't want to taste cologne, so you know. Remember.
That makes sense. You know what? I remember watching Mom get ready for work. Our mother was a CNA, and I remember seeing Mom take her uniform shirt and just spray with her. Mom, you know, she would spray it, and that always stuck with me. And so I would, you know, I didn't spray as much as she does, because she had the body sprays.
Right.
Well, sometimes she would do her Avon stuff, and she would spray her whole shirt.
Yeah,
and I would smell. Don't get us started on the baby powder. But yes, Mom with the baby powder, and she mixes all of her lotion together, and it has baby oil in it and some other stuff. It's like a concoction. You think you putting Skin So Soft on. You know, ma'am, it's not just Skin So Soft. It's like a combination of things. So I grew up watching my mom do that, and a lot of those things stuck with me, obviously.
And we come from a very strong cologne background. You know,
do.
My uncle is a big cologne connoisseur. My granddad dresser drawer was filled with
Old Spice.
You know, all kinds of colognes and everything of that nature. And Uncle David, he sprayed up so much cologne on, man. Uncle David could be missing for weeks, and they find him and he's smelling cologne. He just with his skin
from the pulpit. He's a pastor.
But but that actually, so that's what I used to do. I used to saturate myself with cologne. That was my first sort of come up. But once I met the African guy, I put a little class to it, you know what I mean? And I grew myself, because I really was very impressed with how that person smelled and everything of that nature. So I'm glad I met him, because it definitely put me to another stratosphere, and hopefully this video will put you to that next stratosphere. And don't hate, share this, man, because a lot of people need to know this. This is cologne gospel, man. Spread the word. This is it'll change lives. People be smelling good, they be stop fighting so much and all that, you know what I mean?
Like, you know what, I ain't even mad at you. You smell too good. What's that you wear?
I know.
Let's not even argue about it. Let's talk about it. What's that you wear? But you know what, guys, before we go, I'm like really surprised, because when I walked in here, I smelled Baccarat Rouge. Like, I actually did, and I was like, dang, he smelled like 540. Seriously, but I was like, nah, I must be smelling things, like, seriously. But this smells a lot like it. Like, I actually thought that's what I was smelling. It doesn't smell as rich. Like, Baccarat has that, to me, like this rich chick vibe, but it definitely was given Baccarat when I first came. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my brother. Please comment down below, what are some of your trade secrets on layering and smelling good all day. You know, like my brother said, most of the time we wear fragrance not just because we love it, because we do love it, especially here in the frag community, but I love a good compliment. But it's real interesting, before we go, I don't know if Claire is gonna watch this video, Dr. Claire Smith, but she said to me one time, we was talking in her compliments, in she's in the UK. She said she doesn't come across that a lot. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Maybe Americans are just nosy and we like to talk. We want to know what you're wearing and, oh my God, you smell good. I don't know. But if you guys live in a different country, comment down below if that is something that's common, that you guys compliment each other or you don't say anything. I love a good compliment. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my brother Michael, baby brother. Remember, I'm the oldest. We were both born in July. We never had a birthday cake to ourselves.
No.
And our mother is born in July. So it's like he's the first, I'm the 7th, she's the 15th. Never had a birthday to myself. Maybe I have some kind of trauma behind that. I don't know. Happy birthday, Lizzie, Mike, and Lulu. That's what the cake always said. But anyway, guys, until we meet again, remember how blessed and highly favored you are. Please stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.